What are they sensing and feeling on their side of the connection? So there's been so many shifts recently. So we're going to tune into their side of the energy shift. So we're going to have a look at what are they becoming aware of, what are they feeling within themselves, and what are they picking up on this connection right now? What do we need to know, Spirit? What are they becoming aware of? What are they feeling within themselves? And what are they picking up on with this side of the connection right now? Very interesting that the High Priestess is out there. A lot of intuitive downloads for them at this time as well. Let's have a look. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Star. This beautiful High Priestess. I'm really looking forward to interpreting that. The first card out was this Ace of Pentacles. We have got the Eight of Swords, and we have got the Two of Wands. Beautiful. I really have to start with this High Priestess. That is absolutely striking. The imagery here sets the tone for the whole spread. So the thing that I've noticed the most here is the way that her eyes are veiled. And this is suggesting that what's happening isn't yet meant to be seen with ordinary vision. Instead, it's very much about trusting in the unseen, the intuitive. And this person is picking up on them. I'm almost getting that it's you that is sending messages to them, maybe empathically, maybe telepathically, maybe through signs and synchronicities. The fact that she is in white rather than the classic blue, and then we have this moon halo, it gives her this almost saintly, divine quality, as if she's crowned by this illumination that others cannot yet perceive. We can also see these beautiful waterfalls that are cascading around her, and it almost looks like she's sitting above the rain clouds. These waterfalls, they seem to speak to this endless flow of wisdom and emotion and subconscious energy. And this source, it never runs dry. So she's very much immersed in this very beautiful, liminal, sacred atmosphere, almost sitting as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. So it feels like she represents not only the person that you're asking about, but also what you are both tuning into. Some sort of inner knowing that bypasses words. Let me bring the card a little bit closer to you. Can we see that there is also this little sliver of a moon? And this really reinforces the connection to cycles and hidden truths and what is just beginning to emerge. So I believe that the person that you're thinking about is definitely picking up on the shift. It's undeniable within the cards. And I do believe there's multiple reasons why we're seeing this card. I see you as the High Priestess. I feel you are sending them messages, but I also believe that they are receiving their own downloads and their own intuitive messages. So moving from this beautiful moon into this star card, where they might be receiving these downloads, these messages through their dreamscape or even through the astral realms. The fact that there is this little boat here suggests to me that the both of you may be at a distance from one another. So in relation to what are they feeling or what are they picking up with all of these shifts, the first thing that I'm noticing here is her haunting face. You can see there's this ache. It feels almost like a recognition of loss or longing. And this really reflects your counterpart, what your counterpart feels. That this energetic pull, but also the distance. So they might not fully understand why they feel it, but there's something that is moving them deeply. Other than the star itself that I'll come back to in a moment, I'm really noticing these silver birch trees. So they might be significant to you. Birch is also very symbolic of renewal and resilience and purification. So these trees, they can grow quite quickly after the forest has been cleared, symbolizing that new beginnings follow endings. So in this context, it really suggests that they're very capable of sensing the possibility of a new chapter and healing, even if that somehow feels uncertain right now. Now, this star that we're seeing here right now, it feels like a crown of guidance and divine direction. So this is the beacon, this is like the North Star energy. And it really tells us once again, very similar to the High Priestess card here, that they are receiving intuitive downloads, like whispers of hope and recognition, even if their conscious mind feels unsure or sad at this moment. So with these two cards, I would say that they're feeling the weight of the connection. And I feel like there's almost a sadness that comes when they realize what is truly sacred and irreplaceable. Yet at the same time, they're being shown this vision of hope, healing, renewal. Those are the core meanings of the star card. And these downloads might come as dreams and synchronicities or moments of this inexplicable emotion, is what I'm feeling here. So while this High Priestess showed us that they're in this stillness and receiving on a deep intuitive level, the star reveals that the emotional tone of these downloads, there's this mixture of sadness and longing and hope for what can be renewed. So taking this symbolism that we're seeing with this moon, this star as a circle, this leads me to this Ace of Pentacles here. And we can see that there's this very beautiful girl and she's looking down at this golden coin. And it's like her pausing with the gift that she's just received. And what I'm seeing is that she's thinking, or they are thinking to themselves, I've received all of this information. What am I meant to do with it? The other thing that I'm noticing is that this person is in this field of poppies. And poppies, they symbolize peace, rest. They also speak about altered states of awareness, such as dreams and visions and the thin veil. And here it really suggests that the downloads that they have received, they come in with this sense of calm. There's no rush here. There's only this stillness. It's almost like a dreamscape in which this understanding gradually unfolds. So the High Priestess and the star, they're all about the feeling. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles, and this is about grounding that ethereal awareness into something tangible. So this person is beginning to see the connection, not just as a dream, but as something that could be real. This feels like a seed moment. So what they're picking up on now is not just emotional longing, but there's this call toward embodiment. How do I translate this intuition into my life? And what do I do with this knowing that I can't ignore? We then move to this Eight of Swords, and what this feels very much like is that they might have put themselves in a quite stuck position. Maybe there could be challenging circumstances that might be difficult for them to find their way out of, maybe circumstantial issues. There also could be mindset shifts. I guess to sum it up, it feels like they're in a trap of their own making. And this stuckness, it isn't necessarily from the outside world. It's more about perception or fears or obligations that they've convinced themselves of which they cannot escape. And following this Ace of Pentacles, it really shows the tension. They're holding on to this seed of new awareness, but doing anything about it, such as planting it, would really require change. And that change can be really frightening when their mind insists that there's no way forward. So what it feels they're wrestling with is this new awareness versus some kind of avoidance. What are they going to do with this information? Now, even though they feel stuck right now, their energy is already reaching towards expansion, new horizons, opportunities, maybe even travel. They're being called